Hello and welcome to a special edition of Global Gooners. Today we'll be debating one of the hottest Arsenal topics of the previous 2 decades, and I'm sure for many more to come. We'll be debating on who's a better striker, Park Chu-young or Nicholas Bent.
It's gotta be Park Chu-young, you know, this guy's sheer quality.
No, we're kidding. We're gonna be talking about Thierry Henry and Dennis the Iceman Bergkamp. So, Morane's more of a Thierry Henry guy, and I'm more of a Dennis Bergkamp guy. So, you know what, tell me why you think you're right.
Before I want to get started on why I think Henry is the man, you know, both these guys epitomize Arsenal Football Club. Not only Arsenal Football Club, but also the Premier League. These guys, 2 of the top players in Premier League history, if not the top players. These guys brought quality like there's never been seen before. But there's no way Dennis Bergkamp can ever top Thierry Henry. Not only did Thierry Henry break Ian Wright's goal scoring, he demolished it. 228 goals for Arsenal is just ridiculous. And then coming from Juventus as an average winger, coming to Arsenal, transforming into a world-class striker, one of the greatest strikers of all time. It's just tremendous to see. And the goals he scored, you know, from a variety of goals, you know, just like even a little tap and just the amount of quality he puts into it. The shots, the volleys, the shots, the back heels. He was able to score in a variety of ways that was never seen before. He brought pace, he brought physicality. He was just, when he touched the ball, there was something special that he was about to do. And I've never seen anything like it. There's no way that Bergkamp could have topped him.
Tell you what, when Dennis Bergkamp came to the club in 1995, he revolutionized Arsenal. He brought a whole nother winning mentality, and for the next 11 years, they were a top side because of him. You know what, he made Ian Wright, and he also made Thierry Henry. His passes and his vision on the field was just unbelievable. Patrick Vieira was the player that connected the defense to the midfield, but Dennis Bergkamp was the player that connected the midfield to the strikers in the Invincible era. His vision on the field and the passes he would make were just unbelievable. And as you said, like Henry, Dennis Bergkamp scored in a variety of ways. He had the long shot, but he also had those delicate chips that we will always remember. And he was just the player that made the team click. And credit to Henry, he made those runs, but it takes a special player to pick him out on those runs, and those passes that Bergkamp made just proved that he was a special player. And how can you not look at the goals he scored? The classic goal against Newcastle in the Premier League, where he flicks it around the defender, and no doubt in my mind is the greatest Premier League goal of all time. And also, not with Arsenal, but it just shows his class. The one in the semi-finals of the World Cup against Argentina, he brought it down with a perfect first touch and just slaughtered home with the outside of his foot. Dennis Bergkamp never messed up a first touch. He was pure quality, and that's why I think he's better than Thierry Henry.
Okay, enough with that. Okay, he's creative, he's a playmaker, but look at it like this. If we're down 1-0, Champions League final, you know, who is the guy that comes up big? Nobody comes up bigger than Henry as a sub, as a player. This guy, if it's a moment like at Inter Milan, at the San Siro, we won 4-1, I'm pretty sure. Henry, one of the greatest performances I've ever seen at the San Siro. He was involved in every goal. I think he scored 2 that match, assisted the other 2, something like that. He was involved in one of the greatest performances ever. And who could forget the Bernabeu performance? You know, we were short of some of our starters, but Henry came up big with one of the greatest goals I've ever seen, taking the ball from midfield and just going past the Galacticos, they're so called, and just turning into a gunner Galactico after that goal. And you know, he's the man that steps up in big time performances, and that's what you need. Somebody like a striker who can bring you a goal when you need it, when you're down and out, whether it's against the Liverpool, whether it's against United, and who could forget the United goal, probably one of the greatest goals I've ever seen, with the flick and volley. He brings tremendous, he's just, I can't explain, he's sheer quality. Brilliant, exceptional, sensational, fantastic, every word I can think of, he is it.
But without Bergkamp, not a lot of that happens. You know, so much of Arsenal's success and the Invincibles was due to Dennis Bergkamp. His pure quality, he could put the ball in the net whenever he wants. Like, we all see those YouTube videos, or many of you guys maybe seen him live. Just pick the top corner numerous times. Top corner, chip shots, long-range bullet shots. He just scored the ball in numerous ways, and he had a special ability of making the players around him better. He improved a Freddie Lundberg. He improved a Robert Pires. And he improved Thierry Henry. He played alongside two of the greatest Arsenal strikers in Ian Wright and Thierry Henry, and provided the situations for them to succeed. And that's why I think Dennis Bergkamp is an overall better player than Thierry Henry.
But can't you say a Pires, maybe Pires, Vieira, I don't know, a Wilt, or maybe they helped Bergkamp more than Bergkamp helped them. Maybe they provided their own quality. And look, when Bergkamp left Arsenal, the year, I think 07-08, or 06-07, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Henry was still a top goal scorer. He was still scoring goals left and right. He was a top quality player. It's not like Bergkamp, it's not like it affected him at all. He was still scoring the goals that he was accustomed to scoring. You know, even at one time a header against Manchester United gave us the win. You know, he still came up big in those big matches that we needed him to come up big against. Even when he came on loan, was it 2 years ago, against Leeds in the FA Cup. One of the most emotional moments. You know, it was a vision of the past when you see Henry, you know, just finish it like he's always done, put in the side netting. And then the goal against Sunderland, where we needed that goal to, you know, stay in the fight for the Champions League spot. He just provided a goal of only Henry can with the flying foot. And you know, this guy, no matter how old, he's never gonna die. He'll always come out big. He's still the king, and he always will be.
Well, isn't this a great discussion that we can have? We've just been lucky enough and privileged enough to be able to watch these two great players play for Arsenal Football Club. Leave your opinion in the comments below. Subscribe to ArsenalFanTV, like the video, and thanks for watching this special edition of Henry versus Bergkamp. Follow us on Twitter at Global Gooners 16, and have a nice day.
We can do it!
Click on the videos on screen right now to watch more excellent ArsenalFanTV videos. 6-3. I still cannot believe that game from yesterday. 6-3. Arsenal conceding 6 goals. I mean, for a neutral fan watching that game, it must have been absolutely brilliant. For an Arsenal fan watching a game, it's pretty horrific. It was mixed emotions. I mean, we got off to the worst possible start, conceding that early goal from that corner. Left Aguero there, the freedom of the Etihad to score, and then we got back into it. Then we let them score again, and we were coming back into it. And I'll tell you what, if we would have taken our chances in that game, it might even have been a different outcome. I mean, Olivier Giroud had a couple of gilt-edged chances in that game to bring us back into the game, which he missed. There was a couple of proper dodgy refereeing decisions in that game. I mean, the handball, I mean, the guy may as well have caught it. And I don't think the ref still wouldn't have given it. But excuses aside, they were the better team. We have to admit, they are a very, very good team.